Greetings, fellow Southern Cameroonians at home and abroad. Una all be welcome for this platform, the People's Platform, the platform of PRAP. Today, we want to talk about the video that have been put out by the Ambazonian forces in Fako, the Mountain Lions. The Mountain Lions have put out a video that threatens our population and revive certain spirit of our liberation struggle, which is exactly what has been misleading in this struggle. Using the spirit of the liberation struggle, using our legitimate grievances to then turn and threaten our people, threaten civilians. So the Mountain Lions, as of today, have removed themselves. Not anybody. They have removed themselves from the realms of legitimate resistance into the category of extreme organizations that we have. I'm going to play the video. And no Ambazonian should be silent again. The use of threat to silence dissenting voices within our struggle should come to an end. Our people must realize now the warning we have been given for over 2 years about our struggle being labeled an extremist, which is going to give a dangerous, deadly blow to the struggle. You have heard Michael Rubio calling Ambazonian organizations as extreme organizations. These are not things that are just done like that. It is because there have been observation reports of a pattern of using enforced obedience through force, terror, by men with armed guns and activists and organizations in the diaspora that target individuals to silence dissent, to silence criticism and alternative leadership with threats, not just against individuals but against their family, which is outright criminality and not acceptable in the international community. So we are going to go straight into the video so that you can see for yourself and make the judgment call on what is happening on the ground. I'm going to bring the video. These are men with guns, so you can follow.
Asawana, Asawana, Asabom, Eshimini. Yes, today.
So the video behind me is the video of the Mountain Lions, one of the biggest Ambazonian armed group that started arming themselves to defend our population against Cameroon, their brutal crackdown of the Anglophone uprising, or what we call Ambazonia uprising in 2016. The leader of this group, General Sagat, who is also part of the Ambazonian Restoration Forces of the IG, they pay allegiance to the IG group, have been one of the founders of self-defense in this struggle with General Ivo and the rest. This group have been very critical in holding Fako and fighting to defend communities within that area. But things have changed. Not only have our struggle been derailed by misinformed, overzealous individuals who do not really care about our people and who have been infected by the virus of groupism, but our fighters themselves have been derailed to focus their mindset on making money off our people, extorting our people. And our people, to survive, has adopted many unorthodox means, even using Cameroon military to protect themselves. So they always say the devil is in the details. So I want you people to watch this video. I've taken my time to try to talk to our people in Fako, talk to our people in the camps of the CDC camps, our community leaders, talk to some of the soldiers who are active and some of those who are out, to reach out to them, to gain understanding before we can put this statement out there. PRAP will be putting an official statement to condemn the Mountain Lions and notify them and the international community of this change in position, which is very wrong. So let us listen to the video. I'm going to explain the video as it goes before I come back to address our people on this issue. As you see, they are dressed with their military fatigue, carry out their weapons in a show of force. For what? What is the purpose of this mountain lions putting out this message? What are they trying to convey? Now, wait to be the message we did want for pass and for our people then. The talk say the devil they always dinner for the details. We don't go inside the details for the video, talk for the players and for ground, for find out the mindset of the soldier them and wait till it actually happen. And we go put out the message accordingly, but I go address them for the video detailedly with all una dey for house, una dey for abroad, make una see what it happen for ground zero. Una listen.
22 of May 2025, today na Thursday. We don't decide say, we the mountain lion for Fakoro don't decide say, anything where any man see am, is see am. Number one, Superman.
So the mountain lions them, now they don't take this decision. Now they don't decide to come out for can talk am. Their IG them, whichever IG way they claim responsibility or they affiliate with them, they no go can reinforce them because as soon as they see them, the war it then became go after Ambazonian organizations for extreme actions against our people. And this is clearly one of those war crimes against our people that the mountain lions have decided on their own. Whether you advise them or what, there is no justification to place themselves out of legitimate resistance. And I want me what people then listen very well because we talk sometimes they need to hear. Then talk saying that picking way you need to hear well, now you go hear talk for head. When I listen the video, me when I hear so now mountain lions them, they don't come out, they don't take decision them. As I talk, the devil they always dinner for the details. So when I go hear the other thing the way they talk am, when at the same kind thing we go on for our struggle, for take legitimate concern and put them for front. But the main motive where they make the video, the main purpose where they exist, we will show them for now, me gonna hear and me gonna know the truth. Because not only the truth can set our people free. When I listen.
Superman, he move for attack for year. You sell them for 500, go sell them with 300. We don't make una no say. If you want live una must start sell water for year 200. Una go sell with dollar outside 300 or 500. Number two.
So the issue about Superman, na a legitimate issue. Where we all know say Superman, they take our water, sell them for we expensive, sell them for dollar. Na legitimate issue. But as I tell now, the devil is always in the details. The motivation for the people to make the video, for mountain lion to make the video, no be about Superman. Superman and for the years them, we don't criticize them, talk them. People that so that they don't take money, one in the way they don't get corrupt, leader they don't be corrupted, like the one way they be take money for CDC and many other things that they go on. So maybe we not be deceived when so that they can begin stand in the talk thing the way it be legitimate grievance for our people. Now their intention matter. No be those small things that you know feel lecture any anglophone about the marginalization, about our exploitation, the way they do them. You know feel lecture any man. And at the same problem the other stand with people they don't cross the line like Abacho, where they can't stand talk sweet things them, explain how we will suffer. But wait way they prescribe them. Wait way they actually where they be motivated for do them. Now he be the problem. And I know one may not be ignorance of this trend. Because even if we not be ignorant, the international community then be competent and it go come back for second bite all we. So me gonna listen carefully.
This chief the way they work and sell land them place by place where they go march for Boya. We don't decide for them any trip. Any man will remember for Boya, remember for Boya. We catch now one after another. For Yaoundé will kill when Amba the catch man Yaoundé kill the man.
So the one in the try for talk wait away what population did suffer. Say chief they can't sell land them. We not say dio the need for the way they sell land. The majority of that land where they sell and not be the chief they sell and Cameroon their dio, their SDO them. Government people they can take government GRA them, government residential area them. Part of our territory they under village them, they don't take and they sell them. So you know mention those government people them, but they're focused now for chief. But all this thing the way they talk them, Superman, chief they sell land, no be the reason why they make the video. And when I will hear from what they talk am, this na general things them where they cite them for gain legitimacy for their presence. But what is the mountain lions actually doing? Are they coming to tell us that they want to give us independence? Can they articulate any means to which they can give the independence? Are they coming there to resist the Cameroon injustice that have been placed upon our people? If their job was to fight against Supermon, if their action, because wait way person talk am na one thing, but wait way the person they do am na the thing where they need for use them for Georgie. They fit call your name say Jesus. They fit call your name say any Emmanuel. Like my name too na my given name na Emmanuel. People they not go to judge your character na for your name. They go judge your character na for which way they do am. Because if your name be na David, King David or Solomon or Abraham, but you the thief, they go to call you say that one a thief man. So wait way the mountain lions they talk am, they quote Ambazonia and their grievances them. But their action what they do am for ground zero, not there for fight against any of these things the way they talk am. None at all. And I go show am for una inside the video. Because when I go hear for una self, and when I go make the determination and the judgment by una self. Because light they talk, it be very clear. No be some way person need for explain for you. Light it be visible. While job now for shine that light for the struggle, shine that light on behalf of our people them, so that mean no man die again in silence or unnecessarily. So now listen.
So any man, see any man wey no say it be march, me no just pass again for this side because wait to na anyhow by air or by land will catch una. Number 3, Bishop. It does not enter the politics. Paul Biaroki kind bishop then kind this in the but no enter politics. Father, una wash out because look una eyes were eyes on the ground for una. After Paul Biaroki decide say una enter politics una so one. We no spare no man. If we kill any man a collateral damage, we need spare no man. So una take una shape.
So wait way they do am for target priest them, for target bishop them. Now because they know say na the voice they now way they for ground way they talk on behalf of our people, where they educate our people them for embolden them. So they want try for target those people them, not because they don't commit any crime. Not because they don't commit any crime, but not because they want for use enforce fear, a pattern of threatening people so that there will be no dissenting voices. This is how they threaten journalists, they threaten community leaders, and our activists and various organizations, they do the same thing on social media. It is wrong. It is criminality, criminal mindset. And all criminal mindset are always for one thing, to cover up real crimes, to cover up real corruption, to cover up real extortion. Because when people lie is to mask something. Lie is to cover something. Lie is to deceive something, deceive you. So I want to show you what is happening in this video so that you should not be deceived. You should not be taken advantage of by anybody. So listen.
Shape me do it way they right because people that they die so they look and they say they need him. Yes, number 4. Along the road from Douala to Kumba. Any transform motor back or military back, the life they at risk.
So now here they say the details is in the devil is in the details. So they don't put an answer for number 4. As you hear it talk, the commander way there for back. They don't first stop that video. Now the commander way there for back. Now it talk say when I talk, it direct the road way then day for day. Now the main point is where the mountain lions they make this video. Why? Because say our driver them when they pass around for instance Fakode, they don't begin the wakanana for back Cameroon the military convoy. That means the driver they need to see pass again for road. They do wait when Cameroon military one go, they go follow them. And now armored car them, they help driver them for pass for that road. Why? Because boy they don't open plenty checkpoint them. Their job now for begin stop motor them, move passenger them for inside, take money for them. Extortion. Carry passenger then go to for inside bush. Market people they no fit carry money again go for market go buy thing for a cock. Now the problem that. So our population for their own survivor, they don't decide for begin work and for behind armored car them. The same people the way now they be the punish we now our population go seek refuge now for Cameroon military. So now the main purpose this way they make the video. Because now wait you want to look at the mountain line to do it for ground zero. They work and make na their roadblock, they collect money. The same like all Ambazonia fighter them. But the trade where they make them for continue for get this money, now that trade it don't put them today as at the top for now. The mountain lions is out of the realms of legitimate resistance. Now we get down only grandpa for Bali with very few other groups that we call and say they still be focused on the liberation of our people, not for money making businesses and all those type of stuff. So now listen very carefully. I'll rewind them back a little bit so that we're gonna hear exactly what is going on here. We're gonna hear.
Douala to Kumba. They look and they say they need Siam.
We're not here.
Yes. Number 4. Along the road from Douala to Kumba. Any transport motor back or military back, he lived at risk. The passenger lived at the driver because we tell we shooting the key man collateral damage. Government need, no, they no ask no man. We no meet up on a queue now. But when you see military motor, wait me a go before you go. Or if you wait, if you pass, you pass them. But if you see one worker for the back for cover, say you know set to control. Any
You hear? For cover, say you know and settle control. So their problem is say our driver them now for begin avoid checkpoint them for Ambazonian groups where they don't put them for road. They do work and now only for Cameroon military convoy. So they do work now our driver they don't be forced with our passenger them and business people them. They don't be forced for go partner with Cameroon military so that they will be able to make some more money for even survive for life. One of our Ambazonia activists they will run succeed for moving for inside Kondengi prison. The boy come out go for village for Pinin. We ran so I talk so because na person would already take it out for either for ground one for day. The boy come out go for Pinin for go gather a kako them. From Pinin to Bamenda, who pay transport 5,000. Now place that way transport when the struggle one start Pinin to Bamenda we been at 1,000, sometimes even 700. I remember the last time I go Cameroon, I drive motor from Bamenda go for Awing. For Lake Awing for them for go see Lake, enjoy, see how caught our touristic area then they. Now 5,000. Why? Because they need to settle control them. Driver the settle control for Amba, settle control for military, passenger the settle control for Amba. They no go settle down for military because military then became sorry even passenger them. So na fi say that population they go do how? They fight for their own survival, they go partner with Cameroon military. This boy where they talk for now, do a picking where they catch him put up a for no reason, won't succeed for movie. He come up Bamenda, go a cock, enter through a cock. Una know how many checkpoints them? 18 checkpoints. It is settling 500, 1,000, 500, 1,000. 18 checkpoints. I mean 18. I'll try to see what I get video the map publish among us. 18 checkpoints. Majority of them, 70% na Amba checkpoints. From Bamenda to Ekok. How can our people survive? They will look for any way to stop this extortion. So this is what is going on here. Driver, the way they become, they hold, they take money. Passenger, they hold, they take money. When at the job now, the primary job there for mountain lions. They know if you collect that money now, whether they don't come outside for can make the video. So all that talk for Pamo, all those ones, chief them did this one, do cocky done, cocky never done, pastor them, not only for use intimidation, for silent, dissenting voices, reasoning voices, so that they go continue for keep their victims them, our drivers, our traders, our passengers, in that slavery mentality position to extort money out of them, which is what we're fighting against in the first place from the Cameroon government. Now you want to go out and do the same thing. And you want to blind fool people by talking about things that are populous. And that is what this struggle have become. People talk about our grievances, talk about the issues of our history, the injustice of our history. But that is not their focus. Their actions, their prescriptions do not gear to solve those issues. But it is there to enable them to do corrupt practices, whether it's extorting money from fundraising. And it is, you can see it across the board from all groups, even the AGOFC. Remember Julius Nee coming and calling donors of the AGOFC, calling all these people to gather money that they want to close the border, using even soldiers on the ground, manipulating people that collected money and give it to Julius Nee. How many millions that they want to close the border? Which border was closed? Nobody was even sent to close. They lie Ambazonian soldiers and Bamenda that they want to bring people from. They are using money to pay boys from Biafra. There was no money given to Biafran people. They ate that money, all of that money. You have seen it in my trip to Boya. Now you are seeing it with the mountain lions. Who is fooling who? So the mountain lions is there to fight for our people, to protect the price for Supermon. Are they actually trying to fight our people for Supermon? No. They are using that Supermon only to gain justification and legitimacy to continue to collect money from passengers and drivers. That is the crux of the matter. That is what is going on here. And I want Meguna not be fooled again.
Back. He lived at risk. The passenger lived at the driver because we time of shooting the key man a collateral damage.
So they want for threat instead of go key civilian them, drivers, passenger them, for label them as collateral damage. So they go feed call and send a collateral damage and you go justify them. No, that is war crime. You cannot target civilians with the hope that you're going to say there is collateral damage and have some one Ambazonia organization or activist come and help you to make those type of stupid declaration think you are going to get away with it. No. It's criminality. It's a criminal mindset. You cannot target passengers. You cannot target civilians under any circumstances. It is wrong. It is immoral. So let us hear what he is.
No, they no ask no man. No meet up on a queue now. The way see military motor, wait me a go. Before you go, or if you wait, if you pass, you pass them. But if you see one work with a back for cover, say you know one settle control. And
you know one for settle control. So that one are their main purpose. The one me passenger, me driver then come. Me they no work for back Camaro military. No be because say Camaro military na one way they hate them. No be say Camaro military na the enemy way they want target them because the physical target that Camaro military with that passenger they know they for day. But na simply because they want for collect money for owner. They want for collect money for passenger, then they want for collect money for driver them. Now their main purpose that. And now why the way they make this video. The any other thing I hear for that video, na talaku, una hear.
to attack, we not get no specific attack, we not get battlefield or attack any place. As I happen the other person that all year. So if they like, any man like, if follow a military motor, a concern a no concern.
So now say they go take and small time when I see say we driver the way. Now dedicated people for their community for begin transport people. When I will say they go kill them. They will go ambush them. They no go ambush na the Cameroon military, they go kill na that passenger, that driver them. Now so Iran lost a lot of good people. Not because of any thing to do with Boya. Not because this is a planned strategy to take us to Boya. But because they wanted to extort money from them and they were struggling to escape, hiding behind Cameroon military or using other unorthodox means to protect their livelihood from boys who have become a primary terror in their life to extort money from them.
Yes. Number 5. When I see the board, when I know what the board mean, we don't decide say all the chief there they go say they go march to Boya. Go march to Yaoundé. Where they say they sell land them. The way to now, when I can't sell the land, people they die when they see them. When I define of key sell land, when I can't take the land, when I can't sell them. We devil any man, with the key your family, or every man. We need cash man, they go to key and a key.
So now they need the one intimidate Nana people, and they call Nana chiefs them. They don't forget about Dio, SDO, commandant, La Republique, their army. They know. They talk na SDO for send out a pattern of threatening messages not only to them, but their family members, their properties. Threatening it to use fear to enforce obedience. Using intimidation for enforced obedience is a crime. It's illegal. It's wrong. You cannot achieve any legitimate goal through this means. Because legitimate goal will require you to use measures that are going to be compatible with the result that you are looking for. We have seen this pattern of using intimidation and fear, asking men who carry guns to send out threats against people and their family member so that every dissenting voices will be silenced and people will be feared and paralyzed. Let them continue to do what they really are doing on the ground. So listen.
We don't need money for no man again. Una go and remember for your own day because the key and a key. You not see the board now. Now I don't move the board put on so.
So they are talking about those people that will keep people, they will do other one. No, That one Nasara mean no man no disturb their business. Now for frighten all man quiet. The people doing that they struggle for help the population. Now for frighten them all, mean cut our population off from any voices so that they feel continue for the exploit them. Una go make us so our land go dry up. Una dey for bushland and for collect una own money. That is what is happening.
Those soldier they no Russian. We don't decide to anyhow we did. If they anyone and my way ton, email say once I go see him. That's what we don't decide now. We need key army and the chief them now because if we kill them, we lost all the family, we lost all my generation. Anyhow we did. I got now I get power. Asawana. Asawana.
So now here, for kill people their family, for wipe out people their generation. Now our fighter and that they talk for mountain lions. Say they want wipe out people their generation, kill people their family them. Do you want to know if family member the way they be involved in anything? Just because a family member of somebody will be in authority, or somebody will get the dissenting voices, or somebody will they expecting that they can stand for talk for the population on their behalf, mobilize the population, therefore protect their own interests, the population, their interests. The mountain lions have crossed the line. They, by their own declarations, have made themselves out of the realm of legitimate resistance, and our peoples must know that. For over 2 years now and counting, we have been warning our people of these changes that has been having in our struggle, of this evolution. So, ladies and gentlemen, you must understand and take this very seriously. I think I will read a little bit from my notes so that people should understand. This you have seen is terror. Our struggles are being declared internationally as extremist struggle, with our leaders and activists being targeted with criminal conduct. So my people, what you have witnessed in that video is not the face of liberation, but the face of terror that has been terrorizing our people, passengers, business people alike. Make no mistake. The videos you see with our boys carrying masks, coming to talk about our struggle, to an extent, Ambazonian activists who sit on platforms, talking and mentioning the plight of our people, discrimination about our identity, are not the face of a liberation because they are not focused on the business of liberation. This group who call themselves the Mountain Lions, as many other Ambazonian organizations, has made it very, very clear. They are ready to kill civilians deliberately. Their words were very chilling, was very clear. Just like Eric Tato, just like Ayabacho. They say if our population, our civilian travel alongside Cameroon military, they will be attacked. And their death will be called collateral damage. It's not that it is collateral damage. They will call it collateral damage. That is war crimes. When they tell you they are going to kill family members, eliminate generations of people, burning houses, it is not in isolation. It is a pattern that has been going on for 8 years, supported by platforms who are out of their mind. These are not resistance actions. These are criminal actions, war crimes, meant for individual gains. The motivation is all money. Money from what? Our people. Extorting from them. People who are already victim of marginalizations, victim of abandonment by the government. As if it was not enough. They threaten priests, threaten religious institutions, threaten anyone who dare to speak out, threatens their mother, threatens their father, their children, their property of their family members. And these are not just veiled threats. We have seen them happening on the ground. You have seen my family compounds burned. You have seen that of many other people. Teachers arrested and beaten. So, our people must see the reality that we face, because the international community sees it. And that reality is catching up with our struggle. So let me say it clearly to our people and to the mountain lions. The mountain lions do not speak for our people. They don't speak for our grievances. They speak for themselves and their stomach. And nobody should be deceived. These armed criminals, hiding behind the name of our broken struggle, cannot go unchallenged. We must call them out. It is criminal activities they have been doing there for a long time. Yes, they have carried out legitimate actions. No one should remain silent. No just cause, no matter the origin of the cause, can justify or defend this threat made in this video, carrying out weapons, brandishing them to our people. We will not be foolish anymore or desire their backing anymore simply because they carry force, they show force. No, that era is gone. What type of liberation kills their own people, claiming they are fighting an enemy which they say they will not kill? We are not stupid. They say they will not kill Cameroon army, probably to send a coded message to the Cameroon army not to attack them. That is what is going on. We are not stupid. We know those games. What kind of freedom fighters go out to terrorize their own community? The backbones, business people, people who are traveling, sick people who are traveling between villages, probably for death celebrations, probably to collect their pension and all those things. And you call them liberators? No, they are not. We should understand it and see it for what it is. We should. It is an inconvenient truth. It is a mirror we must look into. To our people, I say, you deserve better. You deserve better, and we will not settle for less. You deserve your safety. You deserve the chance to raise your children and to live and express yourself without fear and intimidation. Not just you, but even your family members. They are threatening people who even speak out. So we are going to put out a statement. We are going to appeal to the international community, and I appeal to the international community not to be fooled by these people to think that they represent all our Anglophone community. No. They may try to tap into our collective struggle, or they have a history in our struggle does not justify their current position. They are desperate. These are desperate cry of people who are losing funds, money that comes to them through illicit means. This video is not video meant to push for our struggle in any way. They are just crying for their money that they used to take from our people, that they cannot take anymore. That is the reality of what is happening in Fako. And it is true across our territory. We must understand it. We must condemn it. And we must call them out. Stop it. Guerrilla fighters, they stay within the community and they work farm. They work for their community. They do businesses. They are buy and sell them. They are members of teachers. They are every group of the society that makes their own money. Only in the evening they gather themselves to go and fight. But you people are now gathering yourselves to stay in one place to be stealing from our people. We will not be silent. We will not legitimize killers, murderers, terror. People use terror to enforce obedience, to silence dissent. We will not give in. We will not stay quiet. And we'll call them out so that our people should know exactly who they are. We must unmask them for the sake of our people. Let the world know that the time of fear of men who carry guns is over. Let them know that the beginning of our freedom is now. We will put our struggle into the right trajectory and focus on our collective interests and the grievances that our people have suffered for so long. They deserve better. God bless you all. Ciao.